All right. Well, we've got a little bit of an intro to start here, so I'm gonna.
You're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. We got a little bit of an intro
У
here.
нас
so I'm just gonna go ahead and
небольшое
count
интро,
down,
и
and
это
then we'll get
Paper
going.
Mario.
So
Вы
3,
уверены, что это
2,
Paper Mario?
1, go.
Спидран
All
начинается
right,
почему-то с
so
Зельды, но решили они
despite
начать
what
с
it
Зельды.
may
Окей,
look
хорошо.
like, this is actually a Paper Mario run. They did not get that wrong. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Jcog.
I'm Icewind.
And I'm Rain.
And so
Время
this is
21,
run.
2,
Okay, so this is
3,
Paper Mario Stop and
4,
Swap.
5.
And there's a lot that we've
По-моему, я
got to go
спешу
over
на
tonight
2-3 секунды.
so that you understand what's going on here. But basically, the way this works is we are going to do a credits work in Paper
Подкорректируйте мне
Mario.
чат, I need help.
But in order to do that, we can't quite do it with just Paper Mario alone.
Нормально тогда.
So instead, we need a little bit of help from
Так мы должны
Ocarina of
начать
Time.
с Ocarina времени. Почему мы начинаем с Ocarina времени? Потому что в этой прекрасной игре есть SRM. Точно, Source Requirement Manipulation, по-моему. В общем, манипуляция ресурсами самой консоли. И мы сейчас будем заменять внутри игры, опять же, коды. Мы уже видели такой спидран зимой от ZFG. Тоже я комментировал, кстати говоря. Или, а кто там комментировал? Там, по-моему, LD-Steak комментировал. Не знаю, кто это комментировал. LD-Steak, по-моему, комментировал, если правильно помню. Сейчас посмотрим интро. Вообще, на мой взгляд, в идеале эту категорию должно ранить 2 человека. Какой-нибудь мастер ООТ, скажем, ZFG или любой другой раннер, который хотя бы имеет неплохое время, и чел, который ранит Paper Mario. Этот чел как раз-таки ранит Paper Mario.
Hey Jcog, super proud to see you live at GDQ. It's been a privilege and an honor to watch you grow as a speedrunner and to call myself your fan. Best of luck during your run, and remember, don't lose to Gooba King this time. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. Speaking of which, what is your Runner's
Наш
Choice?
файл, естественно, назван определенным образом, чтобы делать отсылку на
Next bonus run would be a Grand Theft Auto 3 coming up tomorrow.
код игры.
Sure, can I put it towards that?
Absolutely.
Let's go. I could probably do one more.
Okay.
Надеюсь, он попрактиковал мувмент в Зельде.
There's big hugs from Mama Moose. Thank you, Mama Moose.
Thank you, Mama Moose.
Shout out to Mama Moose.
Okay, so things are about to get started. So first thing that I need to do is actually, pretty normal Ocarina of Time things. I need to get the Kokiri sword, and then I need to collect some rupees so that I can buy a Deku shield and
или желтая. Это желтая. Желтая не на удачу.
So one thing to note is that the rupees, so there are certain rupees in Kokiri Forest that are permanent rupees.
Red Fee Сари рандоме.
Jcog needs to make sure that by the end
Даже
he
Overlay
has
сомневается,
to
что ты
collect every
согласен.
single permanent rupee that only appears once. So he's going to be doing that part of his rupee collection. It's really important that he gets all of them.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of memory manipulation, and so stuff like that actually way more important than you might think.
Так, ну сначала он пока неплохо справляется. Почти времени не потерял на мувменте.
Gonna go ahead and get that. And I just want to also point out, previous to this run, was not an Ocarina of Time speedrunner.
Yeah, if you go back and watch when we first started doing this, it looked like we had never played Ocarina of Time before.
It really did, though.
Okay, so while Jcog
Собираем рупии для того, чтобы
либо
купить щит, либо купить палку щит, посмотрим. Окей, мувмент сильно не оптимизирован, но, по крайней мере, что есть, то есть. Как я и говорил, лучше всего этот спидран будет выглядеть под предводительством спидранера. ОТ и спидранера Paper Mario. Потому что этот спидран состоит из спидрана 2 игр на одной консоли Nintendo 64. И только на Nintendo 64 это реально сделать, потому что консоль будет запоминать информацию.
But what if you could replace the reference the fairy has to its light node with something else? More specifically,
мы будем
what if you
ее,
replaced it with a reference to our file
использовать
name?
эту
So in
память.
that case, the game would assume that the file name contains the location of the surrounding light nodes, and when deleted, it would copy the contents of the second half of the file name to the location specified by the first half, and vice versa. Makes sense,
Памщит и деку
and that's exactly what we're going to do. So if you watched ZFG's All Dungeons run of this game from the last AGDQ, this next part is going to look pretty familiar. So what we're going to do is something called stale reference manipulation.
Stale reference manipulation.
And what that is anytime Link picks up
Окей, хорошо. Я не так хорошо
the game
знаю.
will save a
В
reference
любом
to
случае,
wherever that data for the rock is
использование
located in
кода.
memory. Then on every frame, the game copies Link's position and rotation data to the location specified by that reference, so that it looks like Link is carrying the rock.
Заранее нам нужно рассказывать, что мы будем делать вид, что Линк держит камень, но на самом деле не будем держать камень. Сейчас Jcog сосредоточен на том, чтобы сделать сетап, и нам нужно загружать комнату. То есть здесь есть тонкий переход между комнатами, как вы видите, деку скубы моментально пропадают. Это из-за того, что там есть переход между локацией деку дерева и деку дерева. Сейчас нам нужно зафризить камеру таким образом, чтобы она осталась в той локации. В принципе, сейчас мы захватили камерой ту локацию, и мы сейчас в специальном режиме кино, и нам теперь нужно освободить нашу камеру. И мы поговорим с знаком, ну или точнее начнем его читать, и, соответственно, таким образом освободим камеру. Для того, чтобы поговорить со знаком, нужно развернуть камеру таким образом. Отлично. Говорили со знаком. Это же Люиджи. Камеру мы освободили, но сами видите, что Линк странно двигается, потому что его камера все еще зафиксирована в той локации далеко. Сейчас мы взяли камень и относим камень обратно в стартовую локу, откуда мы начали задерживать камеру. Jcog считает про себя, так сказать, немножко губами шевеля, чтобы добраться до нужного момента. В принципе, добрался. И Линк держит в руках нечто. Нечто под названием кусок кода в виде камня. Камень остался у нас якобы в руках. И сейчас мы должны абсолютно идеально направлять нашу камеру. Ну, не то чтобы камеру, а направление линка. Потому что каждое направление линка на 360 градусов делает отсылку к коду в игре. И нам нужно выделить правильные строки, естественно. И нам нужно при этом стоять на месте. Кажется, у него не получается. Нормально, все получается. Он говорит, что все получается, но, судя по всему, не все получается. Хорошо. И теперь игра сейчас крэшнется. Или уже крэшнулась. И мы проверяем код на экране, мы знаем, какой должен быть крэш. Все ли на месте, все ли в порядке. Похоже, что да. И теперь нам нужно будет быстро переключить картриджи. Смотрите, вот у меня в руках есть картридж Paper Mario. И будет ли он переключать камеру? А нет, он не будет переключать камеру. Камеру он не переключает. Обычно в спидране он еще показывает, как он переключает картридж вручную. Ну и теперь мы продолжаем с Paper Mario. То есть мы сломали Зельду. У нас все получилось отлично. И теперь в консоли запомнился этот глич, наверное, так если назвать. Или SRM. То, что он при помощи манипуляции в игре выделил определенный код. И этот код сохранился в самой консоли.
It is very, very in-depth, a lot of complicated stuff going on. But welcome to Paper Mario.
И теперь мы все-таки добрались до Paper Mario.
And so if you don't know exactly what happened, what you need to know, like the TLDR, is that we used Light Node SRM in Ocarina of Time.
Да, такие раны скорее в экстеншенах. Но это не совсем понятно, куда определять ран. То есть он начинается с Зельды в идеале, продолжается Paper Mario. Если он вовремя и достаточно быстро поменял картриджи, то память о Зельде все еще осталась в консоли.
The N64 expansion pass is like 4 extra megabytes of memory. Of RAM.
Yep, it doubles the memory.
For the N64, and certain games like Donkey Kong 64, Majora's Mask use that expansion pack, but some games like Paper Mario never actually use that.
В консоли есть память, которую не каждая игра использует. Paper Mario, допустим, не использует эту особенную дополнительную память в X-консоли. И нам как раз таки повезло с тем, что Paper Mario не использовать. Эту часть памяти расширенную. Вот. И из-за того, что игра не использует, но как бы консоль все еще использует память эту. Благодаря этому этот трюк реально невозможен. Теперь мы увидим достаточно оптимизированное движение, поскольку Jcog вообще является спидранером Paper Mario.
And so one of the first questions that I always hear whenever people, start talking about, I tell somebody about how this run works.
Итак, самый главный вопрос. Кто додумался до этого?
I thought I would shout some people out that actually did make this possible. So first there was Morpheus, who found the initial crash that led to all of this happening.
Есть такой какой-то человек, Морфеус, зовут его, наверное, понятно, почему его зовут Морфеус. В этой игре он нашел крэш, который мы будем использовать.
So that was really sick. And then from there, Rain, the Rain here.
И Rain, который сейчас накомментируем. Прошелся по коду и нашел строку кода, которая отвечает за крэш. Похоже.
Which is you hear that alarm bell start going off. Oh, ace. And then from there, I'm Glower. Actually, it was his idea. He realized that we could do the same glitch in the Goomba King room, which is what we will be doing today. Rain, again, was the one who managed to find the setup that let us execute code from the expansion pack. So, we can't execute
Мы не можем использовать любой трюк для того, чтобы использовать.
That was huge. Mr. Cheese. Mr. Cheese was helpful throughout the whole thing, just discovering a whole bunch of figure out a whole bunch of different things. But it was also his suggestion to use Ocarina of Time. Excuse me. Banjo-Kazooie style.
Что-то такое есть еще в Банджо-Казуи, оказывается.
Big shout outs to him for that, and for all the work that he's done in Ocarina of Time. He was the one who found Light Node SRM in the first place. What was that, Rain?
I was say, Mr. Cheese has helped a lot with research in both games.
And also Frey, he's done a lot of research. He's been really helpful with just general ace things regarding Paper Mario.
Yeah, so in a TAS situation, I guess, a tool-assisted speedrun, we actually can do this credit swap without Ocarina of Time, but it's so absurdly precise. A human is never going to be able to do it, at least not in its current form. And then also, if you have seen this run before, if you've seen the original time whenever I did it, we used to use a different method in Ocarina of Time. It was much more difficult before Light Node was found. So shoutouts to Save State. They were the one who came up with the route to make that work. And then from there, it was Glower and I were the ones who like tested things on console, made sure that everything would work. And then, I was the one who put in the work to like make things consistent because I wanted to be able to show it off in a marathon setting, which we are now doing. So that's awesome. And yeah, there were a lot of lots of people like helped with little things along the way. Hard to shout out like literally every person, but those were definitely the people who were, able to make this work. But yeah, so we still have a little bit more of an intro to go here. Were there any more donations that could be read?
I think I can find a few. I have to say, there's a lot of confusion I'm seeing in the comments to this. Well, let me explain here. $20 from chat-related pun that says, "Wow, I know I haven't played Paper Mario for a while, but it looks a bit different from what I remember." $50 from Popo that says, "This Paper Mario run makes perfect sense. Link was always my favorite Final Fantasy character." $25 from Odinson92. I thought that was supposed to be a Paper Mario, not Zelda. GDQ, are you okay?
We just had to turn it off and on again. It's fine.
Can I keep going?
Yeah, maybe like
one or two more.
Yeah. Okay, probably
sure.
like two.
$20 from Kieros. And I can't wait to see Ocarina of Time. Wait, is this Paper Mario? Come again? And $25 from Jonathan that says, Ocarina of Time sheet. Sorry, I couldn't think of a better paper pun.
Coming up soon is going to be actually another glitch. So this glitch actually is not related to Ace. The probably only one is the only glitch that doesn't relate to Ace, but it does save time. It saves about a minute. It's called Junior Troopa Skip.
Yeah, this is usually the first big glitch in a Paper Mario speedrun, but
so something interesting about loading zones in this game is that loading zones normally take 2 frames before Mario will actually like go into the next room. So that means that if you actually and you can't take a loading zone while you're in midair. So if Mario lands on a loading zone and then jumps the frame he lands, he's only on the ground for 1 frame. It'll actually store the loading zone, but it won't take Mario into the next room because you need to be on the ground for 2 frames. So because of that, Mario can actually jump and then while he's jumping, move in midair and store the loading zone and then kind of move in your room before you take the loading zone. And so because of that, Jcog is going to do this glitch here that's going to let him skip the first boss fight by doing LZS and jumping all the way over to the bush on the far left side of the room. And then after he activates the bush, it'll give him the hammer, and then the loading zone will immediately take him, which skips the trigger that starts the boss fight. And so he's about to do it right here. Mind you, each of these jumps is frame perfect, so it's pretty hard.
Dang it. No first try.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a pretty hard trick. It does, but he'll get it. All right, nice. There you go. So something else about that trick that makes it even harder is that when you jump, your joystick actually has to be in the neutral position. It cannot be like you can't be moving it at all, which is weird. I don't really know why that's the case. Maybe Rain can. I don't know.
Probably like overrides the state or something.
Yeah, if you're holding the stick, it actually will force you to walk, and that makes a second frame happen.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. I didn't actually know that, but yeah. So yeah, he has to be holding neutral and then jump and then hold forward on the stick on the same frame to get the maximum distance. So it's actually 2 frame perfect inputs. But yeah.
Yeah. Did you say that there were something in the comments? There were questions. Nice phrasing. Maybe not. All right. Well, either way, this is probably the last like decent bit of downtime before things get crazy again. So we could probably do 1 more set of donations.
Certainly. $25 from Andrew that says, longtime watcher, first-time donator, impressed by the fact that you can't contain your speedrunning to 1 game and must have your runs spill over into a second one at the same time. Good luck.
Thank you.
$50.
Appreciate it.
Yep, sorry.
Oh,
$50 from Anonymous that says, I'll have to read my French here, Papier Macherio. And $50 from Jcog. I'm so excited to see Jcog at GDQ with possibly the finest OOT, Ocarina of Time, speedrunning ever done on GDQ stage during a Paper Mario run. Good luck on the run, and let's hope the game only crashes when you want it to.
Actually, so I would like to add one more thing. I don't think we mentioned it during this run, but it's something Jcog actually mentioned. Yo, nice reverse swag hammer. Love to see it.
It's actually faster.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Because I have to go back after the fight.
Oh,
to
right.
So.
So something that we didn't mention here, but Jcog actually mentioned in his interview a few hours ago, but the reason that we use Ocarina of Time is honestly just because, one, it's doable, and two, it's the easiest. I know it looked really complicated, but with the setup we had, it's actually pretty consistent. This theoretically, like the whole setting up RAM correctly, theoretically could actually be done with a decent number of games. Any N64 game that has Ace could theoretically pull this off. So some other examples are Majora's Mask, Pokemon Stadium 1, I think. It's just, the reason we use Ocarina of Time is just because it has so much research done into it. It's the fastest, and the setup is actually fairly simple relative to some other Ace setups. So
yeah, oh my god, the old setup that we had to do was insane. Like if you've seen back whenever Ace was first being found and discovered in and researched in Ocarina of Time, they had to do like a slingshot route where you have to hold like the analog stick at one specific value for part of it, and like be doing pause buffering and all that. We had to do that. it was for someone who hadn't run OOT, it was a lot.
It was brutal. Like, yeah.
Did manage to get it though.
Так, что там?
Yeah, actually, there's been a lot of work
Балдеж
in
из
general,
Black,
that's
Мек
gone
молодец.
into, like, making this shorter and more
Побеждаем
consistent.
мини-гумб, и они убегают
First, it was kind of
жаловаться
just,
боссу гумб,
let's
что
hope
их
this
победил Марио.
works.
Yeah, at first so theoretically what we thought was the actual credits work part was actually a 15 frame window, because theoretically that's how it was supposed to work.
У нас
And
нападает
then people were trying
босс
it,
Гумба.
Jcog, I'm Glower, and myself were like trying it, and a couple of us were like struggling really hard. It's like,
Я не помню, мы ему должны проиграть здесь или выиграть? Я проверю.
And then Rain and a couple of people did
Скорее
a
всего
little more
выиграть, судя
research
по
and
тому,
found
что
out,
происходит.
oh, actually you have like a 2-frame window. And it's like, oh, yeah, that makes it a little bit harder. So.
Быстрая атака была, что позволяет сохранить пару кадров. Супер круто. Итак, сейчас будем приступать к еще одной битве с боссом, с тем же. Нам нужно заранее сохраниться, потому что нам нужно будет идеально выполнить много действий. Если не получится, нужно будет делать их заново. Нам нужно запрыгнуть в куст, одновременно стриггерить и предмет, и второе действие, которое в кусте происходит. Это нужно будет идеально. Вон там. Он с первого раза делает. Он поймал и орех, и кнопку. Теперь босс-файт, этот босс-файт также делается, как и в первый раз.
Paper Mario has what we call effects. Effects can be many different things, such as the dust from running and hammering, to trails behind shooting stars.
И нам опять везет с рандомом. Ну, это, в принципе, немного кадров сохраняет, не самое важное, но все еще сохранение времени. Так, после победы над Гумбой нам нужно будет ударить молотом 75 раз. Считайте. Я не успел, уже сбился. Лучше бы он вслух читал, было бы прикольно. 75 раз нужно ударить. Ровно.
Alright, so now...
To walk here, so for no dust.
He's gonna walk. If you
Так,
run,
нужно именно идти, бежать нельзя, иначе сломается сетап.
And he's gonna walk down. And that will turn off an animation flag that would normally cause a crashing instruction.
Теперь мы просто ждем.
We wait. And we are going to wait because there's a timer in memory that we can run as code. This timer will tick up while Mario is not moving and is reset to 0 if Mario moves or if Mario
таймер
lands from a jump.
идет, пока Марио не двигается. Нам нужно, то есть, дождаться.
Jcog will need to wait exactly 69 seconds.
Там было 75.
Not a joke, by the way. Legit.
Yeah, legit 69 seconds. This will produce a jump instruction that will jump execution to the
Иначе бы он не смог сделать этот трюк. Там
when
75
Jcog was
раз
playing
надо
Ocarina of
делать.
Time, he placed a piece of code in the expansion pack that will jump execution of Paper Mario's file names. Therefore, Jcog will need a very specific set of file names for Paper Mario that correspond to code. With the file names,
Если у него с первого раза получится, то это будет супер супер быстро. Ну, то есть, если тиммейт очень большой получился, тогда, ну, как бы, может и не получится с первого раза. Сейчас посмотрим. Ему нужно дождаться времени, то есть у него стоит таймер.
And so time might be coming up, assuming I do it right. I'll know a couple seconds before, so I'll let you know. But I'm gonna release all these effects here in a second, and then, yeah, the game will crash, and hopefully credit sword.
Он засек и ждет. Так, резетаем консоль.
A really low jump, but hopefully this worked.
Hope that wasn't late.
И время.
Oh, here we go. And time.
Победа. Легко с первого раза.
Oh my God,
Жестко. Он справился с первого раза. Это, наверное, это не VR, наверное? Что там VR какой?
So yeah, that's the end. Exactly how you played it at home, right?
14.
That's how I remember it going.
Блин, все равно очень жестко. Но это очень близко к VR. Если бы он заруинил, ему бы пришлось еще 5 минут возиться.
Hope you all enjoyed that.
Надеюсь, вам понравилось. Пепер Марио здесь было.
You guys want to say? I have a glitch exhibition coming up, right?
15 минут Марио, 10 минут Зельды.
Honestly, I feel like I don't even know what there is to say at this point. It's like it's just amazing that this works. There's so many things that just went right for this to happen. Oh my God.
Yeah, the fact that this works is immensely lucky.
Yeah. Did we mention? I can't remember the stop.
По-моему, 3 часа ран идет. Просто не процента даже.
I would not recommend doing this at home, but the way that I actually swapped is I pulled the cartridge and then put the Ocarina of Time. I pulled OOT, then I put Paper Mario in, and then like quickly toggled the power. You're not supposed to do that, so don't try it at home unless, I don't know, I'm not your dad. Yeah, and so like in my testing, that actually gives you the biggest frame window of like, it was always at least 3 frames at 30 FPS for me, so for like the jump at the end there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Так, это все, что я хотел вам показать. За час 40 минут, хорошо.
All right, well then I'm going to go ahead and get that started. I'm actually going to switch over. We recently released a practice ROM. If you've seen the Ocarina of Time practice ROM, this is very similar. So big shout outs to Glank, Fig, Krim, everyone who helped getting that set up. I have since taken over doing... Oh, doesn't want to turn on here. I have since taken over doing most of the dev work, and that we actually just released this like
они выпустили ROM для практиса Paper Mario.
And I have a couple of files prepared here to show off some fun things. All right, so first thing I'm going to show off. So we are in the volcano right now,
для Paper Mario.
And this is called Baby Partners. So this room
is
extremely glitch heavy. And so if you just kind of like
из-за того, что Марио бумажный, он буквально супер тонкий, а мы как бы более-менее в 3D действии, то можно некоторые штуки так обузить. Я пытался сам. Не всегда получается. Точнее, почти не получается. Сложно. Мы теперь носим с собой блок сохранения.
This Koopa character that you saw earlier, his name is Colorado, so...
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Probably important to know that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of these enemies, layer in a whole bunch of menus over top of each other. But this file is actually set up so that I bought Merle's Curse, and the next effect that I'm going to get is extra coins after winning the battle. But because I did all this, I'm going to be able to move around during that cutscene. And so if I can manage to get down here and talk to Colorado...
Bro, you killed him. You just killed a man.
Кажется, мы уничтожили NPC, которого нельзя уничтожить.
All right, so that's a glitch. So next I'm going to do the glitch that I was going to do. I had the wrong partner out to do it though, so that was why I wasn't able to do it. So if I do the same thing, hop on the spring. If I miss that jump, by the way, that's a soft lock, so I would rather not do that. Let's go over here. I am going to open the partner menu, go invisible with bow, and then let's start with Bombette. So if I do...
Я к гличу Exhibition вообще не готов, на самом деле, очень... Лол, что? Теперь маленькие друзья. Бомбетта теперь маленькая.
Oh, you mean like... so this is the practice run. One of the things I can do. I can just go to partners. I can go to Bombette. Like, what's that look like with an ultra ranked Bombette? Big explosion.
It's pretty funny.
All right, I'll show one
Вот
more.
так она в оригинале выглядит.
Partner.
I think Lackey might be my favorite.
Yeah, let's do Lackey. Alright, so do that.
Он большой мастер Paper Mario.
And then switch to...
Еще одного маленького. Лакито.
Yo, okay, good. Like, so excited. Oh my god, this
Прикольный глич.
I love this one.
Okay, so that is baby partners. And then I'm gonna go ahead and another thing I can do is I can just go ahead and load a different save slot for the sake of efficiency here. And so next I'm going to do a trick known as retrigger prologue. Hang on, I have to get some LZS jumps here. You want to explain how that works, Ice? Or like part of it anyway.
Which part, the LZS or retrigger prologue? So this is the same. So this is the same thing he did for.
Скип мне объяснить, первый или второй? Да. Ответил Jcog.
You can only hold 32 key items at any one point in time, and normally that is totally fine. But if you break the game, you can get to 32. And so if he picks up a 33rd key item, it'll actually put it in his normal item slot, which he only can hold 10 of. So if he has, oh my god, that's perfect RNG.
Very good luck.
So if he picks up an 11th item, that was so close. It'll actually treat the key item as if it's a.
Не повезло, не в ту сторону вылетело. Нужно влево вылетать. Не поймал. Ну, он хочет закинуть ее на сейв-блок. Сейчас узнаем, зачем.
Okay, I may have... Oh, let's not lose the dolly. Okay, so I'm just gonna load position. I wanted to get it legit, but, sometimes the dolly...
Я даже не знаю, как это объяснить. Есть в игре предметы по истории, по истории, которые нужно собирать. И этих предметов можно насобирать что-то там 12, если я правильно запомнил. Вот, и их нужно... Если ты собираешь больше, чем это количество, потому что их как бы больше их нет в игре, они прописаны, то следующий предмет отправляется вам в инвентарь. И теперь он пытается что-то с этим предметом по истории сделать такое, что что-то сделает нам в игре.
I've had that happen where it just doesn't flip sometimes, but
there's like a range of time that works. You can actually like wait too long or not long enough. Is that? Oh my god,
that's unfortunate.
What is the timer at, by the way?
I mean, you were well underestimated before, so I mean, unless they're
sure, but I have 10 minutes, so I don't want to go over that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I can? Okay.
Paper clone.
I think it went super well.
Yeah, the estimate was so high because if Jcog had messed up any part of the Ocarina of Time thing at the end, he would have to, reset, and that would take a couple minutes. If he messed up the actual credits warp at the end, he would have had to, reset, and that would have been several minutes of, having to redo stuff. So, but we got it all first try, which is amazing.
Okay, yeah, that's plenty. There should be.
This will go on the...
Dolly.
Загрузи ты просто... Ты же знаешь, как загрузить.
I wanted to get it legit, but Dolly does not want to cooperate. This is
это еще и в спидран включено, гайзы.
Okay.
То, что мы сейчас делаем, это часть спидрана еще даже легитимного.
Because this menu is up, Mario actually is continuing to gain height as Jcog showed the input or the position display. And then when he falls, he actually has so much speed that he'll just clip through the ground.
Окей, мы проклепались через...
So something this game does
Junior.
Is all NPCs, instead of loading them, it just saves them at the really below, far below the map in the center of the room. And so if you encounter Junior Troopa, this is the boss he skipped earlier. You can actually encounter him and start this boss fight. And
and I'm gonna tattle him here, see how much HP he has. I think like probably Bombette will be able to take care of him, right?
Yeah, he only has 5 HP. This guy's not very strong. Like only 1 damage. Like you're mad chilling. Just
Bombette should be good. What?
Yeah.
So, fire attacks? No?
Загрузили, короче, бессмертного моба, похоже.
Yeah, because Voltrum makes him take damage. Yeah.
Oh, Bombette talking to us. Okay. Oh, he's charging up.
Dude,
okay.
He's going max power. You better kill him.
I think we're prepared though. Oh.
Он застрял.
Up, down, or something?
I don't remember. I could try attacking him here. I like how the HP is still all the way over on the right. He's gonna attack me. Oh! Oh my god. What?
I think Junior Troopa, I think what he really needs is a nap. I think it's
попробуем его усыпить.
I think he needs to go to sleep. He's glitching on his own. Nah,
it's bedtime. Sorry, Junior Troopa.
Ой, он уснул и погиб во сне, получается.
Yeah, this fight is really scripted, and they did not expect you to be able to do anything else.
There's actually something else.
Yeah, so this isn't the end. I'm moving on.
Так, у нас что-то еще есть.
Do one more thing. Oh my god.
I'm gonna do a couple more things. I'm on top. What the?
That's a new one.
I've never seen that.
I've
never seen that. Oh my god.
Classic GDQ.
Wow, that's a new one.
All right. So I'm actually in the same state before as if I had hit the spring. So hopefully I can hit this. I got one shot at it. Okay, I got it.
You got it.
Okay, so now I am going to... Let me make sure I remember the inputs.
Используем тот же глич, при помощи которого мы делали маленьких друзей.
Okay, so I am going to drop Bombette, switch partners, do a spin, and I am now riding Sushi in the ground.
Короче, тут разные... Разные друзья нам по ходу мира помогают преодолевать препятствия. Там есть летающий Купа, Бомбетта, которая взрывает клетки, Гумба, по-моему, ничего полезного не делает. Вот, а рыбка, которая позволяет плавать по подводным, и еще летающий Лакито, который помогает летать тоже в некоторых местах. Вот. И он загличил анимацию и заставил рыбку плавать в земле.
I switched to Gumbaria there because he crashes, but I want to show it with Cooper. So he's not supposed to be the partner here.
Look at him go.
It's so
Лакито
good.
здесь не может быть, поэтому он себя странно ведет.
Wow, you monster.
We'll see why in a second.
It's her doll, bro.
Well, unless. Cooper over here. Cooper gonna give me another power jump. Unfortunately, having more than one doesn't do anything. I'll show you in the pause menu here in just a second. I do have two, but like equipping one automatically equips the other because they have like the same internal ID. They revamped how badges work in the sequel, The 1,000-Year Door, so They were not expecting arbitrary numbers of extra badges or anything. All right, if I was to go in there, Cooper is now gone, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said in the pause menu, you see I have 2 power jumps, but it doesn't really do anything. Also,
диалоги прописаны для другого героя.
Wow.
Кажется, Марио съел куклу.
wanted to do that.
I forgot about that. I forgot you could do that. Oh my god.
Да, там должен быть тот другой, но я не помню кто. Там, по-моему, Гумба должен быть. Гумба дед.
All right, and then I have, I think, yeah, one more glitch that I want to show off. And this is the glitch that led to Stop and Swap.
Это глitch, из которого родилась эта категория.
It's exclusive to the Japanese version. If I actually bring up the pause menu, actually, Rain, you were starting to explain some stuff, right? You wanted to explain how this worked?
Oh, like why this is Japanese only?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Right. There's in the scripting language in this game, there are groups and things are assigned to certain groups so that they know when to pause. So everything will be given an ID, the same ID, and when you open the partner menu, it knows to pause all of those scripts. But they made a single byte mistake, and they accidentally set the star spawning to the wrong group. And so this allows the effects to just keep spawning even though the menu is pulled up. And so we can store a ton of effects. And this is like the same kind of thing as with Goomba Key.
Yeah, this is the same exact thing. Same exact glitch. And because it's the same thing, if I let this hit more than 96, the game is going to, it's technically not a crash, but it's basically a crash. Yeah. But if I let go of this a little bit early,
the game will crash anyway.
We can release all of those at once. And we kind of just did ace right. Well, we did arbitrary.
Задержал звезды, похоже, падающие.
Yeah.
И сломал игру.
Random instruction and just crashes. Well, actually hit 96 effects there. So when the stars hit the ground, it creates more effects. So it probably crashed.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but that's the glitch that Morpheus came across.
И начиная с этого глича, все началось.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. That's the glitch exhibition. So thank you, GDQ, for having me. I was just trying to think, is there anything else? I shouted out a lot of people. I'm super happy with how this went.
It went really
did you guys
well.
want to say anything?
No, I don't think I have anything additional to say. But yeah, good job on the run. It was really good.
Very, very solid.
Thank you. Oh, and thank you to everyone who donated to get the, like, that's an insane amount. Like, and how quickly this.
Большое спасибо всем, кто задонатил, потому что, ну, это реально очень. Эта категория и этот ран очень быстро набрали необходимые деньги для того, чтобы все это показать. Это достаточно свежая находка. Несколько месяцев прошло, что мы рады показать вам сие чудо.
So that's pretty much it for me. Thanks for having me.
Папир Марио на этом закончился.